Hello everybody, there is one word in this week's parsha, particularly in a key chapter of this week's parsha, Devarim chapter 15, which is mentioned again and again. And that word is the word ach, which means brother. The Torah is talking about how we treat people who are in need. But it refers to those people as brother, not just brother, but your brother. And it says that word 7 times in one chapter. When we look at our fellow human beings, particularly our fellow Jews, and we might say particularly our fellow community members, as brothers and sisters, it can change the way we relate to them. We may still be annoyed with them, we may still disagree with them, we may still have a different opinion, but the way in which we deal and interact with different people is changed. Because, says the Torah, we have to view each one of them as a brother or a sister. In 1969, Neil Armstrong became the first man to walk on the moon. And people at that time turned to one of the great rabbis of the generation, Rabbi Yosef Kahneman, the head of the Ponevezh Yeshiva, and said, "Rabbi, how do we respond to this event? What's the religious significance? You know, we have a prayer called Kiddush Lavana, the sanctification of the moon, where we say in that prayer, it's as if we are speaking to the moon, and we say to the moon, I can dance towards you, but I can't touch you. But now we can touch the moon. A man went on the moon. What do you say, Rabbi Kahneman? What's the significance of this event?" And the rabbi replied, and he said, "I look out at the people at the streets and I think about the world in the light of this great event of the first man walking on the moon. And then I think about so much of what happens in the world." And he said, "I reflect on my family and my world which was destroyed in the Holocaust. And I think to myself, you foolish world, you wretched world, you can reach up and touch the moon, but you can't connect with your fellow human being." The Torah reminds us to get our priorities right. There are very important things that we have to discuss, which we have to argue about, but we must never lose sight of the fact that each one of us is a brother or a sister. A big mazel tov to Johnny and Tammy Glazer on the birth of their baby boy who received his bris this week. Max Isaac Yitzchak Natanel, a grandson for Sheila Fried, and of course a grandson to the late Dr. Isaac Fried. A big mazel tov to the family. Wonderful to share your simcha with us. Also, mazel tov to Lorna Burak, whose granddaughter Aliza is getting married next week in Johannesburg to Uriel. Big mazel tov, may they build a Bayit Ne'eman B'Yisrael, a wonderful Jewish home, and wishing you and us lots of nachas. Shabbat shalom.